All right, let's get right into it. When we talk about saving money, we're usually thinking about, well, the money, right? Building up that emergency fund or saving for a big purchase. But what if I told you the biggest payoff has nothing to do with your bank balance? What if it's a skill that changes how you see everything?
And look, this is where most of us start. It's totally normal. You think, okay, I'm going to be more conscious with my saving. You have a goal in mind, and you're just focused on hitting that number. Super practical, makes total sense. But what's funny is, along the way, something else starts to happen. Something a lot deeper.
And that's what we're talking about today. The real prize here, the thing you don't expect to get, is patience.
Think about it. While you're watching those numbers creep up, dollar by dollar, you're also building something else in the background. It's almost like a muscle you don't even realize you're working out. That whole journey of saving, it turns into this incredible training ground for a skill that, honestly, you can use everywhere in your life.
And this is such a huge realization. I mean, we live in a world of I want it now, right? Everything's instant. But saving money is the complete opposite. It's this real, tangible reminder every single week or month that the best things, they just don't happen overnight. It's proof that taking it slow and steady is how you actually get to those big, meaningful goals.
So when we say patience here, what do we actually mean? It's not just sitting around and waiting for something to happen. No. It's more of an active thing. It's this quiet confidence, this knowing that all those little things you're doing day in and day out are adding up to something huge. Whether we're talking about money, learning an instrument, or any big project, really.
Okay, so you're probably wondering, how does this actually work? I mean, how does just not spending money turn into this big life lesson? Well, it's pretty fascinating, and it breaks down into 4 main ways.
So first, you just have to embrace the slow burn. Saving teaches you it's a marathon, not a sprint. Second, and this is huge, it's a serious workout for your I want it now muscle. You get really good at delaying gratification for something better down the line. Third, every time you put money away, that far-off goal feels a little bit closer, a little more real. And finally, you know what happens? You find this sense of calm. You're not stressed about keeping up or chasing the next shiny object because you've got your own plan.
All right, that's the theory. But how do you put this into practice? What can you actually do to build this patience muscle? Let's get into some specific strategies. Okay, first off, have a clear goal you can actually see. Don't just save money to save money. Save for that trip, that down payment. Put a picture of it on your fridge. Next, break that big goal into tiny little steps. Each small deposit becomes a mini victory. And you got to celebrate those wins along the way. It keeps you going. Oh, and if you have kids, this is golden. Getting them involved is one of the best ways to teach them this skill early.
Let me give you a really simple example. Picture a kid who wants a new toy, like really wants it. The first impulse for them and for us might be frustration or just buying it to make them happy. But what if we introduce the idea of saving for it? That one little shift changes the entire game. And here's the difference right here. You go from that primal scream of I want it now, which, let's be honest, doesn't really go anywhere, to something completely different. Hey, let's figure out how to get there together. All of a sudden, it's not about instant gratification, it's about a project. It becomes a journey, a challenge you can work on, and that process itself becomes valuable. And that's where the magic is, right? The waiting, the planning, all that effort, it makes the reward so much better. When that kid finally gets the toy they saved for, it's not just a piece of plastic. It's a trophy. It's proof that they could do it, and man, that feels 100 times better than just being given something.
Which brings us to the biggest point of all. Because this skill you've been building, it doesn't just stay in the money category of your life. It spills over into everything. It really does become a superpower.
So in the end, yeah, the financial stability is great, don't get me wrong, but that's not the ultimate prize. The real win is how your whole mindset changes. It completely reframes how you look at any big challenge or goal in front of you. And this is the thought I really want to leave you with. Saving acts like a mirror. It shows you, with cold, hard numbers, that you are capable of this. You can be patient. You can build something over time. And once you've proven that to yourself with money, this little light bulb goes off and you realize, wait a second, if I can do it here, I can do it with my career, with my fitness goals, with my relationships. It works for anything that's worth building. So yeah, at the end of the day, saving money might just be the best hands-on course in patience you'll ever find.
Which leads me to a question for you to chew on. Think about your own life for a second. What has the simple act of putting money aside taught you about what you're capable of when it comes to patience and just sticking with it?